Your daily 3 minutes devotional from the Jamaican New Testament. Welcome to Bread and Water. From the Patois Bible, we read Matthew chapter 16, verse 11 to 12. So how come unu couldn't see? Say enough food me did I talk to unu about. But I tell me did I tell unu, fi watch out for the Pharisee and Sadducee people them yeast. At that time that Jesus follower them catch, say him never talk to them about yeast fi make bread. But him did a talk against the sitting them where the Pharisee and Sadducee people them teach. Father God up if fill we up with the bread of life and the living water. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen. This is the continuation of our study of the parable of the wicked tenant. For this study, we will not spend much time discussing the vineyard owner, his son, or the servants. Today we will discuss the farmers, the husbandmen, aka the vineyard keepers, aka the religious leaders of Israel. These leaders, the Pharisees, the Sadducees, the high priests, the scribes, the teachers, they were put in charge of the Lord's vineyard. But them nay angle the business the way God did tell them. They did not instruct the people according to God's word. They worked for their own glory. But Jesus reminds us in Luke chapter 18 verse 14, anybody will put themselves over other people or go get put on. And them will humble themselves, we get lift up high. The religious leaders at the time were known for laying down laws that the people could not fulfill. In so doing, the people began to think of God as unjust and unreasonable. After all, his representatives were standing before them telling them that these burdensome rules were according to the scriptures. They led the people of God astray. And Jesus told them to their face, but you see all them lay teacher and the Pharisee people them, trouble for uno, all hypocrites. Uno shut God kingdom in a people face. Uno not go in there. And uno not allow people where try to go in there, to go in. Despite the erroneous ways of the religious leaders, God in his enduring mercy sent them prophets and messengers time upon time. But God's messengers were treated like enemies. Yet, God continued to forbear, because him loved the people. So, him decided to pull out the last stop. Him say, "Hear what, Jesus? You have to go give them people that message of yourself, you know. Since you are my son, then we believe you." Well, we know all too well how that story ended. They all plotted together against Jesus, and he was crucified without a cause. In telling the parable, Jesus asked the religious leaders, "So what do you think should have happened to them tenant farmer?" In responding, the priests pronounced their own doom, and in that moment, they saw the pictures of themselves in the path to self-destruction and loss. At that point, they still had an opportunity to turn away from their wrongs, and God in his mercy would have spared them. But they were consumed in their own pride, and the doom they pronounced certainly befell their nation. Their rejection of the message and the Messiah led them down a path of self-destruction. Eventually, the Romans conquered the nation. Jerusalem and its temple were destroyed, and the people perished by some horrible deaths. The privilege the Jews had as God's chosen people was abused by them. They slighted their duties, and God had to entrust the task to others. Later in the study, we will discuss who the others are. Do join us tomorrow for the continuation. Blessings.